The party continues its delve into Krakhamar, fighting off the Fire Newts, finding them hard at work on the dwarven forges and anvils, smithing equipment for themselves and maintaining their mounts. What else shall they find below?
What do you do from here? Is Shadowscale's turn?
I suppose. Go find. That's it. That's my dash.
Harmony?
That's my turn.
Igris?
I changed my mind to dash, that's all.
I am going to use a healing potion. Greater. 18 points. That was a good way to start off the session. And then I'm going to move down here. That's my turn.
Bird?
We're not behind Igris. That's my turn.
Not for you. Professor?
She commands it, Joe. She commands it.
I shall dash behind a bird.
Brings us back to Shadowscale.
Anything back here? Just a dead end.
Except you.
Yep, it appears to simply be a dead end.
No, that's it. It's my movement.
Harmony?
Yay, we're in a line.
We
did it.
Not a good thing to be in line.
Since we've been in a party together.
Try to get fireballed.
Lightning strike.
Not true.
Dragon breath.
Igris?
Ah.
You round the corner, and shoved away into a small alcove, you find an albino dwarf who is currently bound, gagged, and tied up.
Does he notice me?
He's bound, gagged, and tied up. And he looks like he's probably unconscious.
Oh, alright. So I found a dwarf over here. And I'm gonna go up to him and untie him and just check on him, see if he has any wounds or anything. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Just untying him?
Yep. Unbinding him. Ungagging him.
Alright. You also realize that he's very badly wounded. He's got like cuts, bruises, you would guess maybe even some broken bones and such. Erd, you pass the Igris untying the one, and you peek around the corner into another alcove where you find a very similar situation.
Oh, another one. I had to use my action to dash over there. So, I'll have to wait.
Right? Professor?
Well, I shall dash down to here, and that'll be my turn.
Get shot by an arrow.
Shadowscale?
That's me.
I hope so, it's you.
Harmony?
That's my turn.
Igris?
I will cast Cure Wounds on the dwarf.
Alright.
There we go. And then I'll just,
Some of his open wounds close up, and he seemingly starts to regain consciousness. And as he does, he starts shaking and screaming.
Calm down. Calm down.
He's been raped.
He doesn't
Okay.
stop. He's like spasming, and he just keeps screaming.
It's not how you act when somebody, kind of saves you.
He doesn't even seem to be very aware of what's going on around him.
Kind of fair.
Erd.
Oh. I guess I'll untie him and everything else. I can't heal him. I'm just gonna get his body here.
As you are untying him, that dwarf seemingly regains some consciousness on his own, and he just kind of looks up, and the first thing he does is, water.
I give him some water.
He drinks it desperately, but you can tell he's extremely weak, and similar to the other one, he's covered in all kinds of cuts and bruises, and probably extremely badly hurt. But after drinking down almost like half your water skin, he hands it back and thanks you. And he introduces himself. I'm Lastrum Thunder.
I am Erd. Dragons.
You're obviously not one of the Fire Newts.
Oh no. We're here to kill him.
Yeah, he seems like he's trying to smile at that, but he still just looks absolutely, completely exhausted. Professor.
You just hear screaming from down the hall.
Yes, you do hear the screaming from where Igris went.
So yeah, I'm gonna come back and ask Igris what the heck he's doing to this dwarf.
You walk in and you just see a dwarf, like, spasming and screaming.
I healed him a little bit, and he woke up and started screaming.
What, you taking lessons from Hinishara?
You would know about that.
Well, heal further and see if he stops screaming.
Let's just keep healing.
Shadow scale.
It just went dark.
I'll keep watch here.
How many?
I'm assuming he's still screaming.
Yes, very much so.
You want to calm yourself. You're in a safe space.
He keeps screaming.
That's not good.
Probably some mental damage.
Igris.
I will cure wounds on him again, and then
As you try to perform Cure Wounds, he starts desperately trying to scoot away, but you notice that he's not really able to. Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
alright, bad. I'm leaving. Squeezing past everybody.
He continues to scream, and it looks like he's trying to crawl further into the corner, but like he barely even has strength to move. Erd?
I'll be back. There's a dwarf there. He needs medical help. That's my move.
Professor?
Well, maybe you can do something. Your way.
Shadow scale.
Get about here and just hold my attack, I guess.
Harmony.
I mean, I'm assuming we're at the point where we need, like, a short or long rest anyway? Question mark. Or are we gonna continue for a while?
Well, we can't take a long rest in a dungeon.
You could try.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather
I'd say
not.
just get these dwarves, keep them here, and then finish the rest of the thing, and then just let the other dwarves outside know. That'd be the easiest,
So-
I think.
We are gonna continue without, like, a short rest?
We could do a
Yeah.
short rest.
Okay,
Yeah.
because if we do a short rest, I could try something with this guy.
I'm fine with a short rest.
I don't have any issues.
Sam,
Leave it to the group.
but the group is asking you.
No, I don't care what the professor says.
Alright, we'll take a short rest.
Use one of my hit dice.
Are you ritual casting that or using your equivalent slot?
I'm what? I'm not ritual casting. I don't have a ritual cast.
Well, I wasn't sure. Well, he doesn't want you to touch him.
I'm not touching him. I'm casting it on him.
Well, he just keeps screaming.
Okay, well, that rules out that then.
So, I mean, during the hour you're resting, do you do anything with the two dwarfs? The one does not stop screaming the whole time. He keeps spasming and
I mean, does
like-
the other dwarf go over and try and talk to him?
he doesn't move.
Oh, you need some
He's
healing.
still badly hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I will go in.
I was hoping somebody would come over and heal him.
Yeah,
I don't-
I'll go in and use my last cure wounds on him.
I could have just done the healing spirit,
Heal
but
him.
I won't heal enough.
Yeah, I'll go in there and heal him up.
Or maybe we should just take them out, do a long rest, and then come back in.
You use another cure wounds on him, and he thanks you, tells you again that he already told Erd that he is Laz Drumthunder.
Do you, by chance, know the dwarf next to you over there? Once
That's Alka Stonegrist.
Think you can go try to calm him down?
I can't even stand up. He's
I
just
will-
laying on the ground. Like it looked like even just the act of sitting himself up winded him.
Well then. So what's our thoughts? I'm walking out to everybody and actually trying to get answers.
Shadow Scale, are you still able to restore a spell slot or something?
Uh-huh.
Would you come over here then?
Come over there.
You just walk through a wall.
Did
Do not doubt the power of the almighty shaman.
wall walking.
Well, anyways, if you would...
Well, I assume this is all happening during our short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can give me a spell slot back and put this dwarf
Alright.
to sleep.
I'm gonna use one of my dice rolls, Joel. What am I?
Restore level 1 spell slot.
Perfect, that's all I needed.
What you doing, Erd?
I'm gonna roll one of my hit dice.
Yeah,
Alright.
same here.
You should be able to just click it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just click it.
I rolled 2 of those.
Oh, hang on.
That's what it is.
Okay.
So 7.
That's right. We should probably back out so it doesn't affect us.
I'm sorry, I've been distracted by dog. What had just happened?
I would suggest getting away from this area so that I don't accidentally put you to sleep in case you're lower than
What were
the
the
dwarf.
rules?
People are healing on their short rest.
I didn't know we were doing a short rest, that's why I asked.
Yeah, you were the one who brought it up. You're like, we're gonna take
Yeah,
a
but
short
no one
rest.
definitively said we are doing a short rest.
Yeah, we did.
He's agreeing with you.
I was
We
just
didn't
waiting
care.
for Sam. It was just like,
You didn't care what the professor says.
Well, I didn't know we were doing it right now, that's why,
Keep up. Pay attention.
I was under the assumption that the dispel magic was something you were doing during the short rest, and that's why you were asked if you were ritual casting. Because generally, a ritual cast would be 100 turns in initiative.
or you could have just read the thing that I popped there and it said casting time, 1 action.
I know, but even if you say casting time 1 action, some things can also be cast as a ritual, which makes it 10 minutes, or potentially 1 minute, depending on the spell. Ritual cast is an alternate way to cast spells that can also still be cast in combat as an action.
so we need to get away from this area. I mean, would sleep go through walls?
No.
The benefit of ritual casting is that you don't expend the spell slot.
But Harmony doesn't use spell slots anyway.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
So what are we doing?
Harmony, if you would get closer to Shadow Scale, so move that. Since, like I said, I don't intend to put you to sleep.
Nice roll.
Targeting the dwarf.
Yeah, he falls asleep.
How much does that use up?
Not much.
Then it goes to you.
You fall asleep.
I do.
I don't want to put you to sleep. Sleep. Hey. Oh. Just,
Well, let's see. I actually got a really decent roll for once on my sleep.
that'd be his only good roll. He
Yes,
gets
the dwarf falls asleep, and then shortly afterwards, the professor does. Screaming stops.
at least that
I
worked.
mean, can we just poke him awake?
Yeah, you can literally just wake him back up. It doesn't take anything special to wake him up.
Mage hand to the face.
But it only lasts 1 minute.
Alright, well, do we want to quickly go down this last tunnel here, possibly, hopefully? Or do we want to grab these guys and go? Take them out of the mine, and then,
I mean,
Roger.
that's been my opinion.
I know.
Well, I have a feeling that this passage down here connects back into the main entrance, because it looked
Possibly.
familiar when we saw everything up here.
So we can,
Collect the dwarves, head towards the main entrance, and then
Yeah.
recuperate, go back in, finish what we need to do.
yep. I will go to this dwarf and tell him I'm gonna pick you up and carry you out.
Please don't actually drop him.
So you carry them out just basically at the end of your short rest.
Yep. See, if I had I mean, it's like if I had a spell slot, I could probably just cast like levitate on him and just kind of push a floating dwarf away.
Why'd you move back?
Where am I?
Why does Harmony keep moving back?
Where'd I go?
She's like, I don't want to leave though, even though she does.
I moved you all back to the entrance.
All of a sudden, I look back. It's black.
You blink.
You head back out. You bring the 2 dwarfs out, and you are greeted by the one female albino dwarf, and she immediately comes running. It's like, you found some of our companions.
Yes, and they're in need of some major medical
Yeah,
attention.
bring them over here. We shall tend to them.
They were screaming because the
That
professor
one
is
is
blue.
screaming.
Damn it, I keep
I-
forgetting I
I
am.
forget that the professor is blue.
He needs healing.
You should just like make his token blue right now, Joe. It's fine. There you go, and like, yep, he's
At
blue.
some point, I'm gonna need some, at least harmony here to either try to remove curse or dispel magic on me.
Like that.
Yep, that works.
Blue.
But, yes, Sithy, she takes the two dwarfs and brings them over to their little huts and whatnot they've got set up. So, did you finish clearing out the mine then?
Not quite sure. Not most of it seems like.
There's an unusual phenomenon in one of the back corners where it's all smoky and lights appear, but when you approach them, it seems that they magically disappear. I don't suppose that was there before.
Not that I know of. It is most likely something that the Fire Newts brought in.
Well, if the Fire Newts aren't from our plane, I wonder if that's not something from their plane as well.
It would make sense. But you are going back in, yes?
That is the plan.
She stands there watching you expectantly.
Lady, we need a rest first. We just fought a whole bunch of stuff.
Very well. You may stay at our camp. And she leads you over to the camp, and yeah, it looks like they work in the mine and live out here more so, as opposed to
Living on
Just in the mountain?
well, I mean, because you didn't run into any bunks or anything while you were down there, so it appears that's true, but it is their work area, and up here is the small settlement. They don't have a whole lot in the way of guest space, but they do have one extra building. There is not enough beds for everyone, so
I'll sleep. I'll pitch a tent somewhere.
I like the ground.
you could all fit in it, but you'd all have to be very cozy.
No, I'm gonna find a nice spot to pitch a tent.
It's the last thing the professor would do with Erg and Ingress.
Tails everywhere.
I'm gonna get a tail in his face.
But so, how long of a rest are you going to take?
8 hours? Is that like the minimum of a long rest?
That is, well, that's not the minimum, depending on your race.
Okay, I mean like generic.
Generally speaking, yes, 8 hours is a long rest.
I was gonna say, do we just want to, do a long rest and then go back in the morning, or whatever?
That's what I.
What time of day is it right now?
It's currently, let's see, you got here just in the after, like right around noon. So if you take a rest, 8-hour
Okay.
rest, you'll be going back in the evening.
Yeah.
I'm personally fine with that.
So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll have to cast Dark Vision again.
So you all choose to take a long rest?
Yep.
All right. Well, they take you in then, and yeah,
Do I get my head back then? I used?
Hold
Your
up
what?
a second, Joe. Does the long rest remove all of my levels of exhaustion or just one?
Nope.
It removes, I believe, one.
That's stupid.
That's how exhaustion works.
I don't know if there's spells that can remove it, but
There are.
Like what?
then let's go ask the great celestial being that we've met.
I would say you could make a Arcana or Medicine check to know what can be used to deal with exhaustion.
Oh,
Dispel Greater Restoration.
That's it?
My knowledge.
What does one level of exhaustion do?
Disadvantage on ability checks.
Fine.
oh, does Anushara have access to Great Restoration?
Nope.
You could ask Eku. They're an ancient being for holy goodness. And that'd be about the extent of people I believe would possibly have it in everybody.
What the others, man?
Oh, our December.
I don't know. I don't know what the artist's name is.
Well, it's worth asking Echo.
Oh, that was a 5th level spell.
You ask Eku.
Yeah.
She tells you, of course I can do such healing. And she goes over and does that to Harmony.
I also
Praise
require.
Anujara.
Do you have 2 levels?
I mean, I got rid of one with sleeping.
Yeah.
and I got rid of one with sleeping, so I required one more.
Pretty sure you mean praise Echo. Not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's doing it on him, not me.
Oh, you were asking for yourself, Shadow Scale?
I was asking for anyone. I was just honestly just making the inquiry at first.
She tells you that she can only do it once per day.
So what's the others, man? Is there band we got? Is there folk?
He is not that powerful.
Ugh. That's why he didn't fight with the dragon.
That's fine. I can make do.
Nonetheless, you are, I believe, getting ready to go back in after your long rest. Now it is late in the evening.
That is correct.
Alright. You head back in. You are at the entrance where your models are.
Are we going with the same initiative order?
Yeah, I'm just not going to change anything.
We can rearrange ourselves to
Yeah.
so we don't have to be
You don't have to be in that order.
I don't care what order I'm in. I just gotta cast Dark Vision again myself.
And I do cast light on myself.
I could cast daylight.
Well, it is Shadow Scale's turn.
I could cast Dark Vision on you, Sam, too.
Anything good down here, Joe?
Nope.
A little further, but that's about it.
Harmony.
Oh no, I don't have my speed halved anymore. Ha ha ha, that's right. We
Where
dash
did
back
you
out.
go? Oh,
Probably
Yeah.
left.
Around the corner.
Yeah. I never finished exploring all the rooms over this way, so I was kind of curious.
okie doke. Okie doke.
Why you're in a wall?
Who?
Harmony was in a wall.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
You were on my screen. I moved you off of it.
Oh,
But it is Ignis go.
Guess I will go right there and I'll pull out my turret, my little ballista, throw him on my shoulder, and that's my
Oh.
turn.
Heard.
I'm actually gonna cast Dark Vision myself.
Alright. I mean, I believe you can see already. I
Yeah.
haven't changed your token, so.
Yeah. And it's my turn. I can't take a dash. And so I use the action already. Cast Dark Vision, Night Vision, whatever you want to call it.
Alright. Professor.
I shall dash to here.
Alright.
Turn 1.
Shadow Scale.
I'm gonna touch myself.
You know, use that parameter to do it in your own tent.
Imbue myself with magical energy.
Don't think she has her own tent.
Nobody has their own tent, really. I
You
mean,
wouldn't
we
trust
have
her.
2 small tents.
So we don't we have like 2 big ones?
We got 2 big ones and 2 small ones.
As far as I could go.
Alright. Harmony.
Okay, I want to go up.
I'll stay behind Shadow Scale.
Hide behind the 2 terror.
Ignis.
Go right behind them as well.
Erd.
I'm gonna go right there.
Professor.
Blue Man Group.
And I will go there.
You're in a wall. Well, I guess you can squeeze there, I guess. Yeah.
That was the word I didn't move there.
I couldn't see it well once you put your token on it, but once you moved it off, there's
There's a space
You-
there. I wasn't sure if I could move there, so that's why I didn't move there.
Shadow Scale.
I don't like the fact that we could hear the hammering.
That's just the audio track for this map.
I know.
There's hammering.
My turn.
I hear
Harmony.
drums. I don't hear a
Harmony.
hammer.
It's a dead end up.
And that's my turn.
Ignis.
I guess it's technically not a dead end for anyone who can fly or walk on walls.
I'll go to there.
Erd.
Right there.
Professor.
Dash there.
Back to Shadow Scale.
So what's actually down this way? Is it just technically
It's-
edge of map?
It is technically edge of map, but what you see is a long tunnel with the mine. The tracks for the mine carts keep going.
So maybe there's another map.
Alright, that's my movement.
That brings us to Harmony.
I went up, by the way. Down there's nothing.
Now I gotta restart counting. That's me and my dash.
And we just looped around.
Yep.
That brings us back to Igri. Igris.
It's like
You just gender bend.
No, I was reading something else on a character sheet while trying to say Igris.
That's me. Are we sure we don't want to follow the tracks?
Erd.
You got dash. That's my turn.
Alright. Which brings us to Professor again.
Just left in the dust.
I will go up there, and then dash there.
Shadow scale.
15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 80. There we go. Oh, did we ever check back those areas? Or were they dead ends? I don't remember.
And
Okay. Oh, that's me.
Right. Harmony.
So we can't stand in walls, but he can stand in lava.
He's
He's flying.
Cheater.
Can't.
He has boots the fly.
His boots were meant for flying.
Like my
Where did
slippers
you
meant
go?
for climbing.
I went up.
Okay.
I have 80 movement when I dash instead of the 60 that you guys have.
I don't have 60. I have 35.
Oh, so you have 70.
So suck on that.
That's my goodness. That's my turn.
Igris.
I mean, I guess if I fly, then I have 120 feet of movement when I dash.
I guess. Right there.
Erd.
Dash. In there. That is my turn.
Alright. Professor.
the professor will dash over to here.
Shadow scale.
I guess I'll just start waiting here for people to start catching up.
Harmony.
Okay.
Igris.
And it's. Oh, wait. There. That's movement.
Erd.
That's my.
Professor.
It's me.
Shadow scale.
Yeah, it's me.
Harmony.
There we go.
Igris.
Alright. That is my turn.
Erd.
I didn't even ask Igris about his new pants.
I go right there.
Professor.
Go right there.
Shadow scale.
Oh, wait for Igris.
I love these slippers with sparkline.
I'll move in a little bit and then wait here.
Harmony.
Inside little.
Okay.
Igris. Erd.
I'll go right there. I'll bring up the rear. I don't want to get shot in the back by these people.
Professor.
Dash right there.
Shadow scale.
That's me.
Harmony.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Igris.
I'm gonna squeeze by the professor. Ah, lava. I've had fond memories of that.
Erd.
There. Take a dash. Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am.
I require a good mace or
Professor.
Yeah, man. Your +1 axe, still, is that cutting up for you?
I head there.
Oh yeah, I suppose I could just walk on the edge there.
Shadow scale.
what do I see?
Death incarnate.
2 suits of dwarven half-plate stand on either side of an adamantine banded iron door. These suits of armor were beautiful once, but now they're scarred by weapons, scorched by fire, and what appears to be smeared with filth. The door has 2 locks, one above the other.
So we even got a rogue.
It's locked.
What's locked?
Door.
Did you try pushing it?
I push it.
You push it?
Is there a handle?
Not really, no.
Then yeah, I push it.
Well, I mean, let me double check.
Not really. No, I mean,
If I get shot with magic here because of some sort of barrier, I'm gonna come back to the professor while he's still floating over lava.
You're the one that didn't check the door was actually locked.
Yeah, there is no handle.
Alright, I push it.
Nothing happens. Very well secured.
It's locked.
Harmony.
I don't suppose I can like check the suits to see if there's hidden keys or something.
You can make an investigation check. No, I mean, they just appear to be dwarven suits of armor that have been not well taken care of.
Someone else want to take a better look at these? That's someone that has better eyes than me.
Igris,
Maybe.
I will look at the suits.
they are suits of dwarven half-plate,
Well,
scratched up,
Look,
burnt, and covered in filth.
look to see if there's like a lever or something like that.
Make an investigation check. They appear to just be suits of armor that have been vandalized, more or less.
All right, you may want to step back.
You gonna try and get your way through an adamant tight door? I guess it's only banded, not all. Just a solid chunk of adamant. Adamantite.
But yes, that's my turn. I'm gonna wait until like Harmony on her next turn moves.
All right. Erd.
Is it like a wooden door or a metal door?
It is a metal door.
I mean, I suppose we could go back out and ask them for the keys instead of breaking parts of their mine.
that's my move.
Do you
I
do
mean,
anything in there?
Would be smart.
You think in here to look at?
Yeah, you walk in, and in the corner, well, there's a number of what appear to be dwarven skeletal remains, charred and burnt. But in the corner, amongst the remains, is a box.
Am I near the box?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to open the box.
You pick it up. It's made of iron, and it kind of looks like a book. And it opens from both sides. One's... actually, what languages do you know?
If it's dwarven, I don't know dwarven.
Oh, you definitely can't read what's in there.
Oh, I know slain, common, some
I
C1.
don't think anybody can.
It is your turn, Professor.
Well, let's see.
You have the spell, the cosmic language.
If I did a ritual.
I guess we'll just have to wait to figure out what it is later.
Or, like I said, we could go back to the owners of the mine and ask them.
I mean, it does seem like we've cleared out the mine other than this room and then the smoky hallway.
There's something I want to look at.
Well, it is your turn, Shadow Scale.
Then I fly and see what's over here. Oh,
One of the first places you went.
was it?
Yeah.
I don't think we actually came all the way through it though.
Erd did.
I did.
Oh, well,
That's where I found the broken key and Mara stuff.
gotcha. Well then,
And
yeah.
I don't think we can clearly say we've cleared out the mine until we get rid of whatever
Well, yes.
that fog and light stuff is at the bottom.
I said we only mostly cleared out the mine other than this room and that area with the
I'm
smoke.
assuming there's nothing in that room.
I was gonna say, well, I mean, Erd did just say he had that broken key. Maybe that key goes to this door.
Said he had the key. Bird hasn't said a thing.
Well, yes.
I forgot what the key. I was gonna talk to some George about it, but I forgot about it.
Well, then I have nothing further to do in the mine.
Harmony.
Did we want to go down that other tunnel and just make sure it's completely cleared out before we go back to the owners and tell them that there's only a couple spots?
I did see it. Come back here. It's my friend,
What?
old pixie, flying around over here. The camera came over to look, but nothing's happened. Don't worry about it. They'll never believe you.
So, my question stands. Do we want to look down that mine shaft, or and then go to the owners. Because I'm not really sure how to get rid of something that's from a different plane of existence.
Mm-hmm.
Banish it.
Did we try to spell magic in that area?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I think it didn't work. Oh, I mean, I guess there's multiple reasons, but I don't think the spell magic works unless you have a specific target.
So I use tech magic.
We could try burning the smoke.
I want you to say that again slowly.
I was gonna say, like,
Well, since no one keeps responding to my questions, I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
we could check it out. It's on the other side of the mine.
Technically, I go that way anyways. To the door. Back off the entrance.
Was that your turn,
Yeah.
Igris?
I'm gonna. Is there any markings around the door?
Are there markings? Yes, there are markings around the door.
Probably in Dwarvish.
I mean, you can't read them.
I'm sure about our dwarf with us.
So, is there like a keyhole on the door?
There are two.
Two. And I already looked at the statues. I feel like the statues have to do something. I guess we'll leave it for now. And I will start heading back. There. That's my turn.
Right. Wait a second, my game is lagging. There we go. Erd.
So hang on to this shelf book. How big is it? Is it like a book?
Yeah, I mean, it's the size of a big book.
Is it big enough? Like, is it small enough? Like put in my
Like
backpack?
a dictionary.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Put it in my backpack. Are these walls walkable?
Yeah. You'd have to be
Okay.
a little careful, but you could definitely walk on them. I mean, you can stick to any wall.
Yeah, I had to make sure. Not any wall. If it's like slip, was I slip or sticky or something? Right there. Could I dash or put that book
Hey.
away with an action?
No. Putting something in your backpack's not an action. You can dash.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm going right here.
All
That's my
right.
turn.
Professor.
Go there. Follow it to Shadow Scale.
Shadow Scale. Are you all just going to go out of the mine?
No, we're heading to that corner.
I was
I
doing
wanted to check down here.
where everybody wanted to go.
All right.
Just gonna follow Harmony.
Well, that is Shadow. Is there anything else, Shadow Scale?
I'm still moving. 100, 105, 110, 115, 120. Alright.
Harmony.
Okay, that's my turn.
Igris.
Yes. Where am I? There I am.
Oh, it's over here somewhere.
That's my turn.
Bird.
It's my turn. I'm pretty sure this is where they want to be.
It's me.
Shadow Scale.
60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Oh, I'm here.
Harmony.
Oh, okay. I thought something came out to fight me.
Behold the dwarf.
I was gonna say,
Hold the door.
you look so happy holding that axe. If not a little brain dead.
Is that your turn, Harmony?
That's my turn.
I don't know what you're selling, bud, but I don't want any of it. It's just poops out of existence.
Igris.
Right. There. Where'd Harmony go?
Way around the corner.
I was gonna say, she was like not that far ahead of me. That's my turn.
Erd.
I'm gonna say where I am. I'm right up here.
All right.
I'm zooming there over in the dark spot where I can't see.
Professor.
Wait, where did you go? Because I'm down here too, Ryan.
Oh, I'm up here in that crane.
Oh.
I didn't take the long way. I walked across the walls.
Yeah, no, I thought we were going down here.
Oh. I don't.
That's where I'm heading.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know where we're going then. I'm confused.
Down to the corner where we found those
That's
dwarfs.
Shadow Scale.
I'll continue to wait for them.
I thought
Harmony.
we were going back towards the lights.
Oh yeah, I still could have tried flooding it.
I still think that's a terrible idea. What?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's my friend. That's my imaginary friend. I've just become such a great shaman that I can make my imaginary friends real
Mm.
Ignis?
by truly believing in them. I don't think flooding it's the worst idea with that.
It's my turn. How did Harmony get so far ahead? Like I've been staying like within sight of her, and then all of a sudden she just goes like double movement twice.
I think I get a feeling that we left off on her turn and then started on her turn, and it was back to back.
Oh,
But,
yeah, because
I mean-
just like
You guys are
Yeah.
doing nothing but movement, so.
Yeah.
Bird.
I'm gonna hold my breath. Walk through here.
And why are you holding your breath there?
Don't worry about it.
Just in case.
That's my movement.
Professor?
I'm pretty sure if I walk on this way, I can catch them.
Excuse me.
Shadow scale.
Continuing to wait.
Harmony.
Ta-da.
Ignis.
I'm gonna really be disappointed if we all get down here. We take our first step, says you can't go this way.
that's my turn.
see people-
That's probably what it's gonna be.
Bird.
There. No, that's my turn. I thought we were going back to the room with all the smoke and lights were.
Professor.
Nope.
I don't
mean,
suppose
stuff
I
like
could make like
Professor.
some kind of check to see if I know how to get rid of
Ooh! Unmoved!
interdimensional
Unmoved!
fog cloud thing.
Not off the top of your head.
What's it
You
doing?
can make an
Is it
Arcana
twerking?
check.
It's my best
To
friend.
me, it looks like it's twerking.
It's an old 8-bit animated kobold.
It's my best
But it looks like it was twerking.
I mean, you don't know anything off. I mean, dispelling magic or otherwise strong gusts of wind potentially. Nothing special. Shadow scale. You're already there, still waiting.
Yep.
Harmony. I'm assuming you're waiting.
Yep.
Igris. Moving up to catch up. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Erd. Probably moving up. And Professor.
There.
So, do you all as a party decide to start walking?
Yep.
Yeah. You hit a wall.
No.
Oh.
So you start walking. How do you just choose to keep walking?
Pretty much.
I mean, what are our other options? To stop and take a picnic, or what?
Well, I'm just asking. So, double check something.
As long as there's no tunnels on the way down.
So you go for about half an hour, and you're still just in the tunnel. It's still just going basically straight. Actually, even 15 minutes. You know you've walked about a mile.
Good lord.
Then yeah, at this point, I'd say let's turn around and then talk to the owners.
My inky slippers.
Yeah. Do you keep going, or do you all turn around?
I agree with Harmony. We turn around.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. You all head back, and then you choose to just leave the mine.
Yeah.
I do, unless anybody has like a gust of wind spell.
No.
Let me see. I have a thunder wave.
I can flood it.
Would that do anything? I wonder.
Oh.
I have a web.
I have.
Flood.
Like a fair fire, right?
I mean, I could go with Salmon's idea and try to burn the smoke. Try to set fire to it, you know.
Sometimes I wonder what your brains are thinking.
All right. Well, you head back out of the mine.
Well, if it's a creature in there hiding within the smoke, if I flooded it, then the creature would be pushed out by the water, as well as anything that's still smoking would be doused by the water.
I
Oh,
get the
you-
feeling it's more complicated than that.
Well, yeah, there's a good chance it is more complicated than that, but there's also the good chance that doing nothing at all will get us nowhere.
So, do you head out of the mine?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
You head back out, go up to the camp. It's late. It's now like 9 o'clock at night. The majority of them are asleep. They've got a few guards on watch. One of them happens to be, again, the same dwarf that basically since you've gotten here, that's been talking to Sithy. She asks again, so, is it clear now? She seems very eager and excited.
Clear of all your newts except for your smoke.
There's
Huh?
a door. Wait,
The smoke might simply be coming from the lava. That is something that happens, and probably also the torches, candles, braziers, things like that.
but there's
sure
a light
that was-
in the smoke.
Was it the candle?
We are pretty certain that this is something else.
Whenever I approach the light, it disappears and shows up somewhere else.
At that, she crosses her arms and kind of furrows her brow. That is very strange. Not anything that I know about, though.
I don't suppose your village has any one powerful in, like, magical arts.
The closest to that would be myself.
Then there was a door that needs 2 keys that we couldn't get back to see if there was anything in there.
Yes, that would be the Treasury. We locked it before we left.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, probably clear.
I found this
There was
broken
also a
key.
tunnel that was really long, and we walked down, but we came upon nothing.
Yes, that is the very old mine, cut tracks that leads to the Vermhat mine.
Walked ourselves into another mine.
Well, if you want that
I
mine,
recommend
it's all
going
yours.
that way. I don't think it is safe. Last I heard there is a red dragon there.
We recently killed it.
You slayed the dragon?
Yes, and unfortunately, the owner of that mine kind of burned.
Huh.
So there's
Well.
no owner.
It is already connected to us. We could probably send some over, but we would need to bring in more dwarves. As you can see, there are not very many of us here. And there are just barely just over a dozen dwarves here. It's not a very large operation they're currently working. But you would also guess that some of them probably died or other things because of the combat. Because it looks like there was room for more originally.
Well,
I don't suppose you, when you were down there, did you find the keys to the treasury?
I found a broken key.
Do you show her that?
Yeah.
Oh, you found parts, and she looks at them because it was in several parts. And you look at them, and she says, "These are the parts for both keys." The nuts, they're dumb. They didn't even know what these are for. I suppose
Then
we
take
could
my back.
try to remake
ahead,
them. What was that?
Then I take my backpack for that book box. Dictionary thing.
And that was the case that we kept the keys in. She checks it. It also doubles as a mold. As long as we have this, we can make the new keys. Well,
That's good to hear.
the only thing that's troubling us is the smoke.
I recommend
here's
not
the doors.
inhaling it. Well, if this is everything, and you've cleared out all the nuts, and as I stated, I don't think smoke is the vast problem, then I believe you have earned your reward. So, if you are willing to wait the night, in the morning we can go down. It will take some time to make new keys, but I shall have them made and we shall go into the treasury and pay you out your reward.
Sounds good.
good.
She nods, and at that, she talks to some of the other dwarves, and they essentially clear out a second bunk room. None of them wanted to give up, because a lot of the beds are empty with how many dwarves there are, but none of them were willing to give up their bunks. But they essentially consolidate a little bit, and they open up a second bunkhouse, and now all of you can actually sleep. But the beds are all too short for you, other than Shadow Scale.
I am the greatest who ever lived.
I am the hero of the dwarves. A new title.
But by the end of this, we're all just gonna have like these just made up titles. It's just like, yep.
Well, you spend the night again. I mean, you're already all well rested, so you can just kind of hang out or whatnot. But
All of my titles are well earned. Thank you.
come the morning, they greet you again, and Skippy, along with a number of other dwarves, go down into the mine and would have you come with. They want to make sure you are there, just in case you were lying about clearing it. So you go back.
Like 100 Fire Newts just waiting.
You go back down into the mine,
Down and down.
and once you're in, you find that it is again all clear. Things are.
Show them the smoke area that with the weird lights.
Yeah. You're not sure what's going on with that. Just smoke. And if you look closely, occasionally you see lights in there.
Can the rest of us roll Arcana or whatever?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
So, Professor and Igris, you're pretty sure you've seen that spell before. It looks like the spell Dancing Lights. You're not sure what's causing it.
Why didn't Dispel Magic get rid of it?
Because it's cast on a specific target.
Oh, no, it's casting and then immediately going away. So by the time you cast Dispel Magic, it's gone. And then it's just getting recast again.
So there is something in there.
Quite possibly.
Flood time?
Dispel?
Could
It is
I
flood time.
fireball?
Oh man.
No, not Fireball. We don't want to kill it. We just want to watch out.
Maybe we talk to the dwarves first about flooding their mine, or this portion of it. Explain what's going on first, and then kind of talk about this.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if you ask them, they'll state that you've got a little bit of time because they have to take time to make the keys. So, if you really think there's something in there, then I suppose you could try to flood it and wash it away, as I guess.
It's either that or blow it up.
I'd prefer you not blow up our mine. There might be explosive gases down here that would not end well.
I'm guessing whatever's in this fog is just messing with us, so let's try not to kill it.
Alright.
I mean, it's not fog; it is smoke.
I will go ahead and uncork the endless decanter and call forth the geyser. And
All
begin
right.
flooding that portion.
It starts hitting the wall and it starts running around and it keeps running out. You do know how flooding an area works if it's not
I was
like
going to
sealed off or anything.
ask how you're going to seal that, but this is shadow scale.
She believes it. It works.
Yeah, it just
Wait a minute. Erd, you can hold your breath, can't you?
We all can hold our breath.
We can hold our breath.
And he specifically has the ability.
Yeah. For underwater.
I mean, we could all hold our breath and just try to go in different corners and feel it out.
I technically can go up to 15 minutes. So, at a time.
Let's all pick a corner and hold our breaths and, like, sweep around with our arms. Like we're looking for something, you know?
That could work.
Wait, hold on. I just remembered something. This is me speaking to everyone. One of the Newts said that they were here under someone else's command. Izix or something like that?
Imix.
Imix?
Pretty sure that's their god.
Oh, well then, never mind. We haven't really encountered any boss needs. So.
The boss is
So
one
do
of
we
their
have to do
chickens.
this in initiative, or are we just gonna stay with
yeah, if you're going to do something like that, it's going to happen in initiative. So we'll start with shadow scale.
What was the rules for holding breath?
Was
Something. Was it your constitution?
yeah, something based off your constitution. It was ridiculously
Number of
like,
minutes equal
broken.
to 1 plus the con mod.
That is ridiculous.
yeah.
It doesn't matter to me.
Well, I do not have a very high con mod, so I can hold for 2 minutes.
You can hold for
Which
3.
is still...
That's an insane amount of time.
Yeah, like realistically, that is a long
Right.
time.
I can hold mine for 5.
That's stupid.
That's not even realistic there.
There
No,
are some
it's not
people who can
realistic.
hold their breath long.
Hold up to 15 minutes at a time.
Yeah, but you're a lizard,
I am.
and you're technically amphibious because you have swim.
Yeah.
Goes over the lava.
Is that your turn, Shadow
There
Scale?
you go. I ain't going in the lava. I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Harmony.
I saw something up there, but I don't know if it's actually something that I'm supposed to see or not.
Okay, I guess it's not unrealistic. The longest instance is 11 minutes and 34 seconds.
Okay, but like realistically, most people can only hold their breath
Yeah.
for like
People
1 to
who
2
aren't
minutes.
trained to.
1 to 2 minutes is average.
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
No, it's a
I was
train.
gonna say I've like heard of record scuba divers that can hold their breath for 3 minutes, and that's a long time.
Is that your turn, Harmony?
I don't plan on.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean walk in and hold my breath. Right there. Am I able to see anything in that little room there? Just be like,
I mean, it's almost impossible to see anything through the smoke. The smoke is really thick in these areas.
wonder if I can like cast burning hands to give me some light.
We
No,
were
I
just
don't.
told that there could be explosive gases.
We've been firing fire this entire time.
Not
Not
within
bad.
this area.
Kill if it's in here.
You've been firing.
Then it'll be my turn.
Is there any rolls that we should be making, Joe?
Right now.
Okay.
Erd.
Well, I'm gonna cast Dark Vision on myself, just because. I'm gonna hold my breath. Do I need to go?
Up to you. Everybody's trying to go into these little crevices where the people want to be.
So far I can go. Then use an action to cast Dark Vision on myself. Night Vision.
Professor,
I guess I head down here.
and you're all holding your breath.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Shadow Scale. It's been 6 seconds.
Okay. So any lights?
Nope. Oh,
No, it's fine. I can wait here.
right.
What's going on?
Mom is doing something.
I'm gonna come out of this fucking cooked.
What are we doing?
Are you not seeing that?
I don't see anything now.
I
I
saw
didn't see darkness.
Oh, I see it now. I didn't know what you were doing, so you're like, look, pay
What's that?
attention to the screen in front of you.
I see light thingies. Light thingies.
It is your go, Harmony.
So I'm still like flailing my arms around.
Alright, you're holding your breath.
Nothing.
You want high or low?
I want the range between 25 and 75.
High or low?
Take high.
While you are randomly flailing around, you suddenly feel something.
I grab it.
Make a athletics or acrobatics check
To squeeze my hand.
to see if you can react quickly enough.
Ho ho ho.
I think she does.
No, yeah, she got it.
Yeah. So you reach out and grab, and something that feels odd, relatively small, is caught in your grasp.
Shadow Scale?
Okay. I will send out a message to each and every one telepathically that I caught something and meet outside the smoke.
Alright.
Alrighty.
It's heresy magic. It's heresy magic in my head now. It hurts.
Whatever she has is actually really powerful. Uses the finger of death and kills it.
Like, I was prepared to take damage too. I was just like, I kind of figured it wouldn't since it's just been messing with us.
Igris?
I'm gonna
Another one of those
go
little
and
fairy dragons.
squeeze past her and go out of the smoke. That is my turn.
Erd?
Roll the smoke.
Professor?
There.
Out of smoke.
Shadow Scale?
Out of smoke.
And Harmony?
And now that I'm out of the smoke and with the group, oh my goodness, it's an 8-bit
Okay.
dragon.
So I
Did you
probably
catch?
wasn't supposed to see it, but I did see
What,
it on
you-
the screen up there.
Actually, yep. Well, I was purposely doing that.
Oh, because of all the smoke. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be able to see it or not.
Smoke match.
Huh. Interesting.
I killed a bunch of these in the game I'm playing.
Do you want to kill another?
Not really.
Can certainly kill it.
They're bad.
But as you get it out here and out of the smoke, and you can actually make out that it is a somewhat, like, not fully physical being, but you've managed to grab it. It has some physical ability, presence, and it just starts going, "Let me go! Let me go!"
Why?
I agree with that question. Why?
That
Did not do any harm. I did not hurt you. I did not do anything. Why do you take me?
You don't belong in this mine.
Actually, I should. Never mind. None of you understand it. I double checked.
Are you sure?
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah.
What was the language?
None of you know it. I'm pretty sure none of you know the language.
Infernal.
Give me the language.
Nope.
Abyssal.
Ignan.
Ignan.
It is the language of the elemental plane of fire. It is the other language that the Fire Newts spoke.
Definitely don't
Nope.
understand.
Time to kill it.
Yep.
Put it in a jar.
Oh,
Shake it
put
up
in a
real
jar.
hard.
No,
Would it-
really. Does
would it
anybody have a
fit?
jar? That's a great idea.
Would it fit? In the
It's small. It's the same size as Shadow Scale.
That
Oh,
one's
so
a
we
jar.
would need a really big jar.
We have a
I
barrel
have 3
outside.
jars with bugs in it.
Hey, we got a
I've
barrel.
got an empty barrel.
You can keep it as a pet.
No.
Study it.
I really think it would.
Well, okay,
Actually-
let's everyone roll something that we need to identify what the creature is first.
Yeah, you should Arcana
Yeah.
or basically Arcana checks because they are not native to this plane.
I don't want to do account checks. I don't want to do one.
I give
myself a refuse.
That's only proper there, Shadow Scale. Only proper.
Ignis and Harmony. Professor, you know that it is some kind of I believe is it a devil? Oh no, it's an elemental. You know it's an elemental. And Harmony and Ignis both know that it is a smoke method. They are essentially little trickster beings, native to their various elemental planes they come from. There are 6 varieties representing different mixtures of 2 elements.
Yeah, I think we can just kill it.
Does anyone have banish? I think Harmony has banish. Someone has it.
I
And
don't.
Shara
I thought it
could
was-
if we went back outside with it.
Oh
But that's only for. Oh no, yeah, no.
no, they will go back to his own plane.
Yep.
You can stay there.
I mean, I could just grab it and shove it in the lava.
That sounds really
Right.
neat for something that
Yeah.
just wants to be a little trickster.
Yeah, let's just get
Oh.
it banished.
All right, to the banishment.
You cast banishment.
Well, we have to
Oh,
go
no,
find
it's
it.
had-
Shara. Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, we'll
find
get-
Shara.
Do you bring it outside to Anushada?
He dies. By the
Accidentally
sunlight.
banishes the professor.
He'll be back.
But yeah, if you bring it outside to Anushada and she casts banishment, it just goes back to its own plane. It's not very strong.
Oh yeah.
These-
He's hiding
these are-
in the smoke.
I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could have brought it back to port and sold it as like a pet.
No, this was the humane thing to do.
We're not really like
Was
humane.
it?
I was
People.
gonna say.
All those other planes are pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it
The
would.
elemental plane of fire.
No, he's just selling the planes.
I mean, I want to visit there.
It would go back to the elemental plane of. Well, technically, it could go back to either fire or air because it is a mix between the two.
Well.
And depending on which, I mean, they're kind of weird. The elemental plane of fire is just everything's on fire,
Sounds like my kind of place.
and the elemental plane of air is all. You can literally fall forever because there's no ground. There's no water. There's no water and there's no land. There's only air.
I don't want to fall forever.
The elemental plane of
it-
Earth has no water and almost no air. I shouldn't say that. There are pockets of water and air, but it is somehow entirely solid almost, with pockets. So if you teleport to the elemental plane of Earth, you might end up,
Dead.
yeah, you might overlap with matter. Well, with Earth.
I'm good. Nothing else I don't want to go. Air, water.
Well,
Same goes
for-
we got that taken care of. I'm gonna go find the dwarves.
Yep, let's go get our
Yep.
reward.
The
All
dwarves.
right. You go back to them, and they haven't quite finished, but they're close. It'll be a few more minutes. So you sit, you wait, and eventually they tell you that the keys have been remade, and they lead you over to the Treasury. They bring you up, and they put the 2 keys into the correct locks and open the door. Inside, you find a treasury stockpiled with the wealth of Hrakamar. There are thousands of iron and adamantine ingots that are neatly sorted, stacked, and there are literally like crates of them.
Oh yeah. What else? Where's that page?
He explains that one of the major points between the differences, adamantine is much lighter but just as hard as iron. So while 1 ingot of iron would only sell for 1 gold, but be worth weighs 10 pounds but only worth 1 gold, the adamantine weighs only 1 pound and is worth 10 gold.
Nice.
Man, adamantine is way weaker in this universe than others.
Adamantine. Hey, be lucky we're not going by 2nd edition rules.
Oh, I don't know anything about it.
2nd edition adamantine disintegrated in sunlight.
Tyler just casting daylight here, completely ridding the mind of all of its adamantine ore.
A specific ore only meant to be used in the Underdark, which was why it was so rare. It was extremely powerful in places where there was no sunlight, which is why the Drow, the Duergar, and other Underdark beings would use adamantine. But the moment you took it above into sunlight, it just evaporated. And it was basically an in-game mechanic to make sure you couldn't take the overpowered things onto the surface level. But they've debuffed it and allowed it to exist outside now. And actually, the in-universe reason is because they found a smelting process that makes it less pure, but able to withstand sunlight. The Drow still use the pure stuff that's way better, but they can't go into the sun with it. But yes, you are allowed to collect your reward, which, if I recall, was...
20 ingots.
And then
I
someone
thought it was
negotiate
30.
a finder's fee for the other.
Each of you will be allowed to take 20.
Each.
Really? Because I had asked that and you said no.
I must have misread it then, because it says each character will be allowed to take 20 1-pound ingots of refined adamantine.
And then someone negotiate a finder's fee for the other mine.
And also in the room, let me finish describing it. Resting atop 1 crate is a gauntlet made of gold, sized for a dwarf.
It's too bad we don't have any dwarves. It's too big for me too, right?
Probably.
I mean, it's not fitted well to you, because dwarves are much more. They have much
Bulky.
thicker. Yeah, they have more mass.
It's gonna be like, that's a nice gauntlet there.
Just gotta get you to bulk up there, little one.
Yeah.
Yes, it is an artifact of dwarven people. We call it Moradin's Gauntlet.
What's it do?
Doesn't do anything. It's just a relic of my people.
I'll use magic awareness just to be sure.
Not magic. It's just a gauntlet made of solid gold with gems studded into it.
Got it. Don't care about it.
Basically, the Infinity Gauntlet, but not
I
magic.
don't know what the free. Where's the free
I
gauntlet?
could make it magical.
Good. You're pretty sure that, like, if you were ever to sell it, it'd be worth a whole lot of money.
Well, we're not doing that, so.
Yeah,
I can make it shed light.
it's their
Not
culture.
touching it.
I don't need it. You need to touch it. For me, it could be like you just walk up and it's like, look at this, and it just starts shedding light for 10 or for 6 seconds.
It would go really well with your helmet, Igris.
Yeah, no, I was like,
It's his gaudy helmet.
Yep.
you're just jelly.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's right. There were actually some rules about magic items that I was going over with Sam that I had discovered that were pretty interesting.
Yes, you get your payment. You each get 20 ingots.
Adamantite.
Yep.
I've got it recorded on Mountain Thunder already.
All of
Put
it?
mine in my bag of holding.
All of it minus his?
I guess minus his.
Cool. Alright.
Oh, use mine to make a short sword.
I mean, if you ask them to make anything, they'll do it.
Yeah.
It's just, it'll take the day, and you'll have to stay another day.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Sure, they're the only ones that can actually forge anything like
Yeah.
this. Have the skill.
I need 2 things: a mace and a greatsword.
If I use that stuff to make a short sword, would that be better than a normal short sword?
I don't know what I would want made though.
Joe, we can hear you. I can hear you talking down the hallway, but I can't hear you
You're
in
not.
Discord. I'll tell you when I can hear you. All of a sudden it occurred to me I could just hear him talking down the hallway, but I didn't hear him over the speakers. So I'm like, wait a minute, no one else can hear him.
Can you hear me
That's
now?
No.
exactly what he's doing. And I'm like, he's not doing anything except saying, can you hear me now?
Oh,
Gotta
we
say
can't
it
hear him
louder,
now.
Joe.
How
Oh,
about now?
Yeah.
Told him.
Something weird happened with my my voice modulator. It's not sending through anything. Or actually,
so
probably-
no problem.
probably this actually. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
I heard you.
It was set to like a voice that doesn't exist.
Joe didn't
Well,
exist
it
for a while.
definitely made you not exist.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree on that one.
All right. So yeah, they will make items for you with your adamantine ingots, but it'll take a day.
My question is, will it be better than the standard short sword?
It'll be better than the standard one, but it won't be magical.
Well, I don't care about magical. I just want a better one.
And what is like the difference between adamantite and mithril in this universe?
The difference, off the top of my head, adamantine. It's primarily used in armor. It negate. Oh yeah, adamantine is specifically used in armor, not in weapons. Now that I'm reading up on it, it negates critical hits.
Oh, I don't wear armor.
So yeah, that is what they could. They would make armor out of the adamantine.
But they
Awesome.
could make something else.
Technically, but there wouldn't be any special benefits other than weight.
No, because I was gonna see if they could make me a quarterstaff. Nice adamantite quarterstaff.
I mean, you could make the claim of you've got a really fancy staff.
I know.
I'm doing well.
You could have them make
It's
something.
fine.
You could have them make something just for the sake of value.
Yeah. So I think, Hey, how does adamantite hold up to lava?
It'll melt,
Oh,
kind of like how they forge it.
yeah. Yeah. My brain wasn't working there for a second.
Fire, smoke was fire.
Yeah. Let's light the smoke on fire.
I mean, it would have worked. It just would have killed it.
Can't think of anything specifically for them to do.
Also, we'll just use up the entirety of the 20 minutes.
If you want them to make any normal equipment, they have the material to make normal equipment too.
Ask a map.
I need a mace and I have a greatsword, but I need a mace.
Yeah, they could make you a mace easily. In fact, they ask you if you just want one that's already made, and they bring you to their armory.
I need a real good mace.
Yeah, they bring you over to their armory, and they give you a mace.
Awesome.
Gonna make arrows?
They can make arrows. They don't normally, but they know how to.
Oh. Yeah, I'll just buy some.
They'll do it. That will take the time. They don't have any in their armory, because they're dwarves. They use crossbows.
I found out the Great Weapon Master works with any weapon that has the heavy modifying.
Yep.
And, well, I was reading it and said maces are included, but this one just says simple.
Maces aren't heavy. Mauls are heavy.
Well, hold on. What was I looking at then? I might have been looking at something wrong then.
I'm gonna ask him how many ingots it would take to make a shield, like a buckler.
A buckler would only take 2.
Will that still give you the +2 for your AC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a make me a buckler.
Alright,
Why
they'll
not
do
like
that. And
one
yeah,
to
that
the
will
cool.
still count because it's for your armor class. That will still count towards negating crits.
Okay. I asked him. It's just like if you do it like decals on it, cause like you do like flames.
Oh yeah, of course they can do that. They're dwarves.
I know. And like I want this thing to look gnarly.
That'll take them all day to make that one. Anyone else gonna have anything made?
No, I don't particularly need anything if it's. So I'm looking for a one-handed weapon that was heavy, but I don't really need the mace.
No one-handed weapon that's heavy.
Yeah.
All heavy weapons are two-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Other than, I think, maybe technically a lance while mounted.
No, it just says reach and special for it.
Yeah, you're right.
Never mind. Don't need the mace.
Well, do you want a maul? They have mauls.
Not really. I use a great sword over them all.
Then they put the mace back on the shelf.
Tail weapons don't exist in this version, do they?
Nope.
Okay.
So what would I do for this shield? Just put a shield on and then what was it for? It was like no crit.
Yeah.
So if you use your shield, you can not go to cast spells with hand singles.
I use my arcane focus to cast my spells.
Oh man, can they make adamantine wings I can put to my back? That to have no function other than just looking cool?
Technically, yes.
Woo, I can fly! They're not puffing, you know.
And I shall do it!
Alright, it's gonna take 10 of the ingots.
That's fine. I have no other use for them.
Alright. You give up 10 of your ingots, and they take a day to make you some fake wings and a leather strap harness that you can strap onto yourself.
Technically, can they make like a partial tail armor?
Oh yeah, I could make...
Will I still get the benefit of not being critted?
No, not if it's
No?
only on your tail.
Okay. I don't want tail
Prevent your
armor.
tail from getting critted.
It's the reverse of assless chaps.
Oh god.
We specifically have a dog at work we call Pants because he looks like he's wearing assless chaps.
Wonderful.
His name is Floyd.
Yes, did anyone else have anything make? Or just gonna wait the day for the couple people that do?
How much would it be to make a short sword and a dagger?
A short sword and a dagger. The short sword is going to be 2, and the dagger will be 1 ingot.
And then would they be able to use the dragon bone for the pommel? Or not the pommel?
Yeah, they can do that, but there will be no benefits for it being adamantine, other than the value of it.
Alright, then we'll just have it be regular.
Well, how much will my wings weigh?
Your wings, 10 pounds. You want them to make one. You want them to make a regular dagger and a regular short sword, but with dragon bone for the pommel.
Or I meant handle the crossguard and stuff.
Oh yeah, well not the crossguard. The crossguard should be metal,
That meant, yeah.
but they can do the handle and pommel in dragon bone. All right. If they do that, then they do want to get paid for the iron that you're using.
Oh,
Which
yes,
will-
I will definitely pay them for this.
I mean, 5 gold.
So done. How many adamantine ingots of everybody's butt igresses have we used?
I've used half mine. So I have 10 left.
I think that's the only one.
Or did you not use anything?
I haven't used any.
Is that it? Last call?
Yeah. Can't
All
think of
right.
anything I really want. At least I got something.
Then you all wait the day, just kind of hanging around at their little settlement. If my game will stop lagging.
Got my wings and that's all I need. Just retire adventuring.
Now, while we're waiting around for this, we need to discuss what our next step is on this expedition.
Get rid of your blueness.
Oh, yes. Harmony, could you attempt to either dispel or remove curse this blue,
Say please,
please? Will that do anything, Lydia?
Joe.
No.
Hold on. Got one more.
You use remove curse, and the professor returns to his normal shade.
Finally.
Shade. There's no shade. This is a darker blue.
Professor is no longer blue. Dabba dee dabba die.
Yes, regular.
Damn. He'll get cursed again and become blue once again.
Yeah.
So,
How did he get cursed again? Where was
I
that?
don't know.
wild magic.
Oh, yeah.
When you were
So-
fighting the ever-expanding rock.
Mm-hmm.
Here's our issue. Is
Oh,
we are
dude, that was a
low.
while ago. You've been blue that whole time.
I have been blue for like a week or more.
I think longer than a week.
Uh-huh.
You should say blue.
Yeah, because that was up here,
I have,
wasn't it?
that was like over here.
Oh, that was over here.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it was up. I think
It was
it
close to the
up.
heart.
Well, regardless, we have a few
Regardless-
obligations.
Well, no, we're discussing a problem right now. Our obligation. Our bug repellent. It's exceedingly low.
Yes.
Let's ask the dwarves.
Maybe they've found some like natural in the jungle bug repellent that we can just forage along the way.
Technically, Artis has already taught Vigorous that, but I don't think
Yeah.
that's going to be enough for how big a group we are. And we're probably not guaranteed to find it along the entire road.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our main issue, is that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because I had planned for us to head straight to Omu to kill Ross.
This I agree with.
However, because of this issue, I figured we would bring it up with you guys. I mean, I'd say maybe a couple days trek, not a week's trek probably. Don't know how this Valley of Lost Summer is going to go. But yeah, that's our issue, is the bug repellent.
And Eku has her own, right? Shade.
Yeah.
Okay, so we only have our stuff, the 4 NPCs, and then Hildgard and Zandala. Or did they have their own too?
They had their own.
Okay. Alright, so it's just 9 that I have to do for that.
How do the dwarves handle it? What do they say?
That they make some.
If they have spare,
Yeah, they've got some.
Can
can
we
we
buy some?
buy?
Yeah, they'll sell it to you.
Yay! How many can we buy?
Well, they don't have obviously as large amounts as you'd find in port, but they can sell you probably 100.
100 vials. And that's 20 uses.
How much per vial is it?
1 gold.
Yeah, 1 gold. I will buy them. All.
Just buy all their vials.
They said they could sell us 100, so it's just like.
They must have enough for themselves after that.
So yeah, I will buy 100 vials.
Yep, they sell it to you.
Okay. I give them 100 gold. Gotta update my sheet now.
Alright, problem solved. Let's go.
Uh,
Also, actually, let's ask the NPCs we brought here if they're staying here or if they're coming with us.
They personally would prefer to go to port, but if you're going to another ruin, they'll stay here and wait for the next shipment to go back to port.
Got it. They'll be safer that way regardless.
mhm.
Also, Mushadib says that he is now staying here.
My friend! I'll miss you!
I will miss you too, friend. And he hugs you.
And I hug him back.
Gotta rub your face in the spear for one last time.
Alright. So, you get your insect repellent and you head out.
Yep, we head on to Omu.
Okay.
Alright.
So right now, with how much bug repellent we have, for 9 people a day, we have enough for 229 days.
So you could spend a pretty long time out now.
We are good on bug repellent now.
You could just use blood too.
Yeah.
Tyler, I forgot to tell
What?
you, I had 4 on me apparently.
You bastard.
I hand them
For
to you.
uses or for vials?
For vials.
Do you want to?
I've still got
take
one vial that's got 12 uses too. Yeah, I hand them to you.
Okay. So 4 full vials and then a 12.
12, yes.
Okay.
Now I have wings.
Yes.
That don't work. But wings.
Yes, you do.
As you head out,
Technically, you do fly. You just gotta make them flat.
As you head out, it is warm, it is muggy, and it is lightly drizzling.
All of my least favorite things.
Interesting.
Still can double time it.
You also don't need to use insect repellent while you're in the valley because you're not in the jungle.
Yay.
You want to still try to double time it?
Make
Right.
it as much time as we can.
Have you ever been in a desert, Joe? Do you know how many more bugs are in the desert than there are in the jungle?
No, technically not in a desert or in a valley of rocks.
Of lost honor.
I mean, comparatively, the places I've been that are jungle versus closer to being desert, I personally noticed a lot less insects because I have been in both biomes in real life.
I'm gonna show you a Dirty Jobs episode where he's in the middle of barren Australia, and I'm gonna show
That's
you the
Australia.
ungodly
Yeah,
amount
that's
of
Australia.
flies.
Everything they were trying to kill you.
Yeah. I would say I've been in Arizona, and I didn't see too many insects, and I've been in the Philippines, and there's a lot of bugs.
Well,
Everything in Australia
regardless,
were trying to kill you.
we're going through the Valley of Lost Honor.
Well, you keep going. Everyone make perception rolls.
No.
Shadow scale at advantage.
Oh, save no. That's still a perception roll. Ah.
My dude.
Oh, Harmony's not paying attention. Shadow scale is not really either. Erd and Igris, you're somewhat aware that you realize, wait, somebody's following you. And Professor, you look back, and at the very end of your caravan, like right behind Shadow Scale, you realize that one of the albino dwarfs is following you.
So I have advantage, but I still can't.
You
Well,
just got
assume
new
you're at the rear.
wings.
You assume that you're breaking up the rear. There shouldn't be anyone behind you.
Exactly, I'm the strongest there is.
And you have wings.
They're blocking this view.
His view.
You shouldn't look over your back. You can't look over your shoulders anymore. You can only see the left and right. Like, what's behind you?
Turns around, smacks somebody with the wings.
Behind me doesn't exist anymore because I can't see it.
But
Yes, nonetheless, Professor, you see that one of the albino dwarves is following you.
Yes, I will stop and ask why they are following us.
Right? Do you let the caravan keep moving because you're a pretty big caravan and just hold back, or do you turn around and go back to them
I
and stop, like, halt the
basically-
caravan?
I basically wait until I'm near Shadowscale and them.
Yeah, you hold back and let them move forward. And you get back there, and once you're back there, you recognize it's Sithi.
Sithy. That's the one we were dealing with.
Yeah, that's the one we were dealing with. Well, I greet her and then I ask why she is accompanying us.
She's gonna censor us.
She responds, we are greatly indebted to you, even beyond the adamantine that we paid to you, and seeing as Musharib is elected to stay back in the mines now that they are open again, I shall accompany you.
Well, welcome along, friend.
Huzzah.
Oh, no.
Alrighty.
But she's basically having to, like, almost jog to keep up because you're all mounted, other than Greg.
We should have an extra.
Or
How about the
or on one.
lizard folk? How he's getting around?
He just hopped aboard one of your Stegosaurus.
Oh.
He doesn't care that there's not a saddle, like the pack one you already have. He just hopped on.
They're used to
Oh, not your Triceratops.
We gotta stake it too, if he's still around.
the Triceratops has a saddle.
He does have an actual saddle? I thought he just had a...
He says.
He just had...
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
you could give him to
Oh, yeah,
4 people
then-
right on.
Then yeah, he's sitting up there. And the Stegosaurus is still following you around.
Huzzoo.
For the herd.
So lifeless.
Safety in the herd.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Midnight
it's all
Stack.
for dinner.
But Sithi would choose to ride up on the Triceratops. But she makes a point to like sit away from the lizard folk, which isn't easy because there's not a whole lot of room up there, but doesn't want to sit next to him.
That's racist.
She is racist. She's a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
And the lizard folk doesn't want to sit next to her.
They're both racist.
That's the human problem.
Nonetheless, you keep moving, and eventually the day ends uneventfully and it is time to make camp.
How are we doing then, please?
Considering most of it's spoiled. Probably.
Yeah, I'm sure the dragon meat's spoiled by now.
Yeah, dragon meat's spoiled,
We eat that in the forest.
and we have 133 rations left.
Alright, we'll see if we shot some can scrounge something.
I think I still got like 10 on me in my backpack.
We're still in the valley.
They could find something.
You are still in the valley. They go out and they do find some food, but it is nowhere near as much as you've been getting. They find the equivalent for 7 people, and Rage Fang finds enough for 3.
Okay,
I don't have any.
13. All right, so right now, 3 people will be eating just normal rations.
Fine with either.
I will eat a regular ration. So, ready. Oh, we set up camp. Do the normal.
Hang on a second, let me double check something. So, Eku, actually no, never mind. You may keep traveling, you set up camp, nothing happens overnight. You keep traveling in the morning. Weather has not changed, but you keep heading through the valley,
The Valley of Lost Dreams.
and it continues to be uneventful.
It's boring.
Oh, there's just not as much in these more desert areas, essentially.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's really good that, Shadowscale has that endless decanter, because finding any kind of water source other than like the rain would be very
Also
hard.
have my alcohol jug.
Oh yeah, that too, but
That doesn't provide anywhere near as much.
yeah.
But it has beer.
I was gonna
Or
say
wine.
you have beer. Or wine.
Well, you make camp again.
And the death of a comrade on your shoulders.
The night is uneventful, and you.
Or are we gonna send out the Jacques squad?
This time, before you send everyone out, Eku looks to the party. Let's just simplify things.
Great beast.
You could have been doing this the whole time.
Well, it's not particularly good, and most people get bored of it rather quickly.
Food is food. Doesn't
But
have to
it's-
taste good to keep you alive.
It's definitely enough to feed everyone here. And then some.
We
That
have
keeps
13
going.
people in our group.
Well, oddly enough, it doesn't match up with the survival rules, because the survival rules are you need 1 pound of food a day.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is
You need
Yeah, that really doesn't.
Yeah, the survival rules are you need 1 pound of food and 1 gallon of water a day. So I do know, like I said, it's increased for water here in the jungle because it's hot. So that makes it so you need 2 gallons at least, 2 to 3. But still, that's way more food than, like,
yeah.
24 hours. But it only lasts 24 hours is the other thing.
Uh-huh.
But she does that. There's plenty of food to last into the next day now.
Yeah, since the water doesn't go bad.
You can also
Alright.
just keep creating more.
Mm-hmm.
Night is uneventful, and you head out again in the morning. Keep your trek across this desert. Very boring. There's not as much scenery as in the jungle, and you're essentially just walking in a straight line the whole time.
I'm just staring off a crooked off my lizard. It's out of boredom.
I make a little umbrella out of my quarterstaff and my shield. Put it on my chick.
Harmony, make a perception roll.
You got this.
Not with that roll.
Tyler, I suggest you have a
I can. She gets a +4.
I mean,
I don't know if that'll do anything, but
no.
it was a shot.
But again, night falls.
We realize there's another dwarf following us.
No. It is another peaceful night. In the morning, you make off once more.
On the road again.
Go potty.
I was really hoping we were going to level up.
It's not end of session, Tyler.
I know. But we did so much.
So does Tommy. I gotta be level 9 to give me activate level 3 spells.
Killed so many of them infernal chickens.
While you're all walking, you make out in the distance what appears to be a camp.
A camp?
Camp?
It's a bandit camp. That's what it is.
It's fully
As a bandit camp, I don't think they're going to do anything to us.
Turns out there's 40 bandits.
We could take 40.
No, we could take them.
Turns out there's one of Shadow Scale, and that's enough.
I was going to say, yeah, we have Shadow Scale, the greatest shaman ever lived.
And I do have the level 9.
Yeah. So you could just like fireball it. Boom.
Not all standing that close together.
That's why we make them stand all close together.
Yes. I'll just run in with my flamethrower hands.
Just hide in the corner.
Flamethrower done.
Just
Turn
go
it
in
up
the tent.
here.
You approach the camp.
Yes, as we get.
Yes.
Yes. Does it look as we're approaching it? Does it look like it's being used, or is it abandoned?
As you get closer, you can clearly see it's been abandoned. It looks like it's been abandoned sometime. But you search through it, and in one of the barely clinging together raggedy tents, you find a crate that apparently they got left behind.
I'm gonna open it.
Bang it and take it.
I open it.
Inside are 5 healing potions.
Regular?
Regular healing potions.
Hand those to Shadow Scale.
What was that?
Hand those all to Shadow Scale.
Well, the Shadow Scale.
Is it currently holding all the other ones?
I was gonna pass them out once night hit.
Many of the
Why does
great
Shadow
ones-
Scale get all of them? Well, I'll give one to everybody, so everybody has a healing potion.
I have none of them. Ever.
I don't have none either. Don't worry. So.
Yeah, so everybody gets a healing potion to have on their person.
I think you guys need to learn to prioritize healing a tank.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying
I will give them
her
all the
5.
Shadow Scale.
I will take 3 because since I am the only tank, there's still a chance people can get behind me.
Oh, you can take them with you.
Also, Tyler,
Okay.
how many of the other potions do you still have?
I have 7 greater healing potions that I'm going to pass out. Remember, I have been using those to heal other people too.
I'm not saying you haven't. It's just the fact that you're not always there to use them on other people.
So we got those
Or
5.
hand
Anything
them
else?
out when someone's actually asking for it.
Let's just move on.
Was that
Yes.
all that was in the chest?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh,
Just the 5. And then you keep moving. Eventually night falls. It is once again time to sleep.
okay. Well, when we get there, I'm gonna give Shadow Scale, 2 other greater healing, and then everybody else 1, and there'll be 1 left. So I'll just keep that in the bag of holding as a spare.
Right. Well, morning comes again, and you're off once more for another trip that is, other than, again, reaching the jungle and beginning to go through the jungle again, but otherwise, nothing happens. And as you enter the jungle, within an hour or two, it is time to make camp again.
So now we're in the jungle?
You are in the jungle.
Oh, alright.
So now you'll need to start applying the,
Bug repellent.
Mud.
Yep.
So 2 greater healing potions, and then I took 3 of the regular ones,
Yep.
and 2 are to anyone else.
Professor?
Hand those 2 death armor.
Okay. So she will get a greater healing and 2 regular.
She tends to avoid being downed most of us.
This is true.
Then never went down.
I avoided being down.
You love being down. You talking about?
Yeah.
You spend the night,
That's
you wake
your
up in the
life
morning. You wake up in the morning and you find a couple of the NPCs are cooking a giant snake. They said they found it on the perimeter over night watch. But you all get to eat snake for breakfast.
Mm.
Check for an elf.
There is no elf inside.
Oh,
I think we're ever gonna find them.
I just wanted his arrows.
You head into the jungle.
And I'm guessing the one dwarf brought her own bug repellent.
Oh yeah, you see her applying bug repellent.
Forward march.
You head through the jungle. It's just been a really boring, peaceful trip. Nothing's been showing up. Nothing's been happening.
Until
I'm
now.
nervous on that.
And again, night falls. Eku tells you that you should be able to reach Omu tomorrow, based off her estimates.
Okay.
It's always good to know.
And she makes us more food.
That she does. But your guards keep watch. You wake up in the morning, they tell you it was all clear, nothing happened, and you set off. Spend the day traveling. The rain is let up. There's now no rain. It is back to more comfortable. 70s, and it's not horribly muggy either.
Nice.
But eventually, around noon, the jungle parts to reveal a dead city enclosed by sheer cliffs. Ruined buildings and stone boulevards rise like ghosts from the floor of the misty basin. Colorful birds glide overhead. A waterfall pours into the basin, creating a swollen river that floods much of the city before draining into a deep rift filled with molten lava. A ruined palace lies a few hundred feet from the edge of the steaming abyss.
My guess would be that that's where Rest in the Sea will be found.
What, Joe? No picture?
Let me see.
It's too big. They don't have a picture.
Probably.
Kinda funny that if they didn't have a picture of Omi, but they have a picture of like Nesro.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's. You'd think for like all the big name places, it'd be a picture.
I didn't bother with it. It was important enough.
Now we
I
just
have a
gotta
picture.
way down and in.
I'm sure if we Google it, there'll be an artist rendition of it somewhere.
Probably.
Guarded by Joe Johnson.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Signed off by Kelly Johnson.
Oh, hey,
All right.
there we go.
So where are we?
Let's see, you came from the southwest.
Southwest. All right.
So we're not like
Yeah, like
anywhere in Southwest.
Or are we like?
There's some stairs down there on the southwest.
Yeah, I see them stairs.
This is going to be a trek.
Yeah.
It's an entire city, and it's sunk into the ground. However, you are lucky enough that you came in to the area that actually seems to have access.
Yeah.
Well, I have access in general.
I'm not quite sure how we would be able to check that building that's up in the middle there.
There.
You guys
It's
should
lava?
fly.
I was gonna say.
Well,
People
two
that
of
can
us.
fly.
Two of us.
And-
yeah, you guys can fly.
I
Technically,
can
just
I can
walk
fly for
down
2
and
hours
climb
at a
up.
time.
There's still a mountain right there.
hit myself and just have you pull me.
Tyler,
Yeah, looks like
that doesn't levitate require the ground level to be underneath you as well.
That's-
Technically, Echo could fly, but she doesn't want to reveal herself. two of the others?
The target can only be moved by pushing or pulling against something. You can change the target's altitude by up or down 20 feet in either direction. It doesn't say anything about having to have the ground under me.
Just checking. 'Cause don't want
Yeah.
to do that and then find out. Oh, Viagra's you're down in the lava again.
I'll survive.
So, where exactly was the palace? You said. Is it the building that we were describing,
The palace.
or is it the one with the circular?
I would assume so. Let me double check.
It doesn't look like a palace. It looks like a place we could feed her.
Yeah, you would assume that is the royal palace.
With the wall.
Yes, the large circular building.
Some water came in.
It is also reminiscent of the other palace-like structures you've seen, specifically in Mesro, the ruins of Mesro.
And that's where we will need to head.
You start heading down into Omo, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Your helmet will light up when you get close to undead, right?
Yep.
There's gonna be a bright light.
A guardhouse stands near the entrance to the city. Arrow slits are cut into limestone walls, and a lopsided iron portcullis hangs over the gateway, beyond which you see an open plaza.
Oh, I didn't see that, but any undead that starts its turn within 30 feet of me takes 1d6 radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, now we are in the plaza.
Alright, you just go into the plaza.
It doesn't matter if you can see him or not, right? It's just any within 30.
Yeah.
You just keep walking down.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're walking down this long thing here.
I'm saying that you were up here. You're walking up here,
Okay, yeah.
down into there, and then further into here. So you just keep walking all the way down past all that stuff.
Yep.
Are you on foot?
We're not gonna
tunnel back.
The buildings look like are some of them like completely.
I think
Like-
you're supposed to be all over this.
You will not be able to bring your mounts down here. The terrain is too irregular.
I
It
bet
is
you
a
that's
ruined city.
He has a lizard.
I have lizard, Joe.
That's true.
But
But he won't fit. Most of the city streets are not made for large animals to fit between them.
we'll just walk up over the buildings. But I'll just walk. Make it
You
easier
won't,
on
you won't be able.
everybody
You won't
else.
be able. You won't be able to get inside any of the buildings without getting off of them.
Kelly,
I don't need to go.
What
But-
about Kelly?
you can make those little animals from your bag,
Yeah.
and they last all day, and it recharges every morning anyway. So.
Okay, sure, why not?
Pull out what 4 animals?
So,
Well, it takes an action to do it, but
do you want to search every single building that's intact? Or
Uh,
What color is your bag?
I believe
I think
it's
he said
yeah.
tan.
I just said I get a badger.
Oh, see, okay. You have a badger.
There you go.
Badgie. Badgie the badger.
I can pull out 3.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, you're really gonna pull out all 3?
And a giant badger.
The
King
mom.
Badgie.
Richie then pulled out another.
And a giant elk.
Nice. Jeez.
I was
a
gonna say
badger.
all 3 just to make it easier on Joe, but
We were both wrong. It's a gray bag of tricks.
Nonetheless,
But yes, do we want to search every building or every building that looks very important?
Every building that looks, like it actually could have something good. The important things.
that could be any building.
Yeah. But it's not like, oh look, there's a toilet. Let's go to the outhouse. It's not damaged.
Well, the first thing you passed is the guardhouse with the and the gates, the portcullis, and all that.
I mean, that would be something to check out just to see what they have. Is there anything we can use?
You go inside then.
Yes, I do.
You go in. Much of the interior has collapsed into rubble. creepers cling to the walls and high grass sprouts between flagstones amid evidence of long-dead campfires. One wall is covered in graffiti. Some words painted, other walls etched.
Interesting. Oh, okay, well, if I don't see anything of actual interest in there, I'll walk out.
Are you looking around?
Yes, is there actually usually like an office, where
We'll make an investigation roll.
I was waiting for you to tell me what I needed to roll.
Yeah. So you find, as you walk around, I'll check.
Never had a character with high intelligence before.
That sounds like you problem.
You find 3 just sort of like various not artifacts, but like archaeological discoveries that you think could be of value.
I'll throw them in the bag of holding, if I can.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's literally like a piece of painted pottery and a couple of jade rings. 2
rings and a pot.
Yep. And of course, like I said, there's a whole lot of graffiti on one of the walls. Specific, and it's all written in common.
Oh.
Bob was here.
Exactly.
You see things like fear the fangs of Rasnasi. Who is Unk?
Who is Unk?
All hail King of the Feathers.
Sounds like a bird.
Oh yeah, once I...
Beware the frog.
There's a frog.
Gotta kill
Yeah,
it.
we must beware it.
Word.
Feels like
Bird
some
skin.
Dark Souls messages.
The cubes are the keys.
Definitely like a Dark Soul message right there.
Butthole.
I've gone to the shrine, V.
Amazing chest ahead.
The snakes are not what they look like.
I guess after reading some of them, I'll just walk out, meet up with the group.
Ubazan, bravery. Shagambi, wisdom. Moa, question mark.
I feel like I should write that one down.
I feel like several of these we should probably have written down.
Yeah.
I'll do you one better. We have this all recorded.
Yay!
Yes.
You want better? Should have read them.
Alright, well yeah, I'll go back out to the group.
Alright.
It's like, yeah, there's some writing on the wall. Some of it sounded interesting. And
The only one I have committed to memory is beware of frog.
the cubes are the keys. The snakes are not what they seem. And then I don't remember the bravery and whatnot.
There's one with the shrine.
Oh,
Most
yeah, I went to the
could be gibberish
shrine
for all we
V.
know, but
But yeah, I tell them like that. Found a pot.
Well, you just keep heading down, I'm assuming?
Down
Yeah.
and down into the deep.
Alright, you find a couple more relatively intact buildings. You pass them by, keep going, go into them.
Left or right, takers?
Let's go left.
Right. Go on the left one.
You go into the left building.
Yep.
Alright. You go inside, and the ruin is choked with vines.
Here, son,
Yeah.
you go first. You're the master of plants.
Yeah, we can either roll to seduce or burning hands. Go ahead.
Is it like the door's blocked, or it's just completely filled with vines? Like, are we able to walk through?
You can get in, there's just a lot of vines.
I'll go in first. And walk around.
Alright. You walk in, start looking around. When as you are walking around, suddenly one of the vines reaches out and grabs you.
Son of a bitch.
What's the choking vine?
Just shout, I hate you, Professor! Bastard!
Then burn it!
Is your problem being too sexy?
So, it grabs me?
Yes. And you take 11 bludgeoning and 21 poison. As the vine essentially wraps itself around his throat and starts trying to pull him up. As if it is trying to choke him or hang him.
I'm going to Burning Hands.
All right, roll.
Deck save.
Save.
All right, it fails.
Yeah. And it takes 15 damage, and then I go flame
Ghost and
on,
fire.
and it will take, well, if it hits me with a melee attack, would it also take that just because it is grabbing me?
Yeah, you are currently grappled.
Okay. So yeah. So it'll take, you want me to roll that d4 damage now, or when it...
Yeah, roll it.
Sorry. Okay.
All right, we'll have I'll just make up an initiative. Shadow scale.
I don't. There's not much I can do here. I'll be honest. I can yell at it.
I am also already almost down.
I guess I'll prepare myself for any other vines and attack them if they get close.
And Harmony.
Am I like near enough to touch him or not really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I guess I could have rolled like a perception to see if it's the vine itself that's alive or if it is a creature.
That's for you.
Thank
Do you need
you.
more?
I'm at 30 now, so I'm good. Well, for now.
That's all I can do on my turn then.
Can you roll perception to?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to Joe.
You can make a perception roll. You see that the vines have taken him.
I wasn't sure if there'd be like a maw or something.
Not really. You can't see anything.
Or like a singular form to which the vines go back to.
Yeah.
Kind of. A lot of them seem to be emanating from one area.
That's the kind of information I want.
Erd.
E. Ooh.
E.
I'm gonna shoot the single area where they're coming from. Like crossbow.
All right. That doesn't hit.
Alright then.
Which brings us to the professor.
Use fire, it won't hurt him.
And I rolled that max.
I hate you.
But you won't get hurt because it's fire.
Roll of high.
Going with high. Okay. So
Give him
it hits
fireball.
Igris.
Hey! Shoot the
Sorry.
plant, not me!
It's a little off. You know, it's kind of
He
tiny.
takes 19 fire damage.
Besides, what are you yelling about? You're fine.
You always yell at me for shooting people.
Yeah, well, this doesn't even hurt you now, does it?
Hurts my feelings.
No ray of frost then. Okay, I was like,
That's cold now.
Sorry. I tried to
Yes,
interrupt.
but I actually hit it, unlike, Mr. Dummy over here.
I think you
Mr. Dumb Luck.
yeah.
She smiles at you. You can roll for Anushada.
I think we're gonna need to take a long rest after this. Go to a safe distance.
Let's see, what does she want to do? All of these would really hurt you.
How about you go find where it's coming from?
Well, guiding bolt, the main mass.
Plus 11.
Well, she definitely hits. And several of the vines kind of twitch and spasm and try to simply pull tighter on Igris.
No.
At least whoever attacks the next has advantage.
Right. Hildegard will gladly take advantage of that. Of your advantage.
I didn't realize he was still within striking distance.
Deal her 6 slashing. Brings us to...
Uh-oh.
Scario.
No, no.
She hits Igris for 9. But hits it for 19.
She got a little wild on those ones.
I am not an Igris Pinata.
I mean, you are kind of strung up, so.
Yeah. Just hanging around.
Are you really able to talk much? Because you're kind of getting strangled right now.
Dang, it's fine. It's stronger than most items we fought.
Oh yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't be talking like that. So,
He's a little tied up right now.
yeah.
Sithy tries to use her speak with plants to see, and she just kind of like looks a little horrified as she starts to understand what it is saying.
Care to translate?
Please.
He just keeps saying die over and over.
Yes, you're about to.
Good knowing you, Icarus.
Eku misses. Which brings it back to... Oh my gosh. Yes. So many pages open.
That's like a you problem.
Professor, what is your armor class?
12.
Another vine drops down and wraps up the professor.
Son of a bitch.
You take 14 bludgeoning and 22 poison. Igris, on the start of your turn, you take 15 poison.
15?
15.
Hit. I'm looking at for something.
Hesitating, buddy.
Oh, just perfect. Where's my stuff? Okay. I'm going to... Who's all near me? Like, within, like, 5-10 feet of me.
Me.
Me, Eku, Shibata, and Hildegard.
I'm going to Burning Hands it. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Whew. I forgot that I get to re-roll all the ones and it automatically does it for me.
Well,
I rolled 3 ones.
It saves. It only takes half.
Oh, plus my the D4.
And with that, you burn it away, the vines spasm even more, and then suddenly go limp.
Yeah, totally.
Professor?
And it drops you to the floor. Yes, both of them drop to the floor.
How is
Done
it
with
that
this
I
place
get
already.
wrapped up with your mess?
You're the one who
Oh.
had him pick which door to go into.
I'm not going first anymore. Some bullshit.
Other than that, there's nothing in this building.
Then
Her was
Alright,
death.
diggers. From now on, any buildings that have vines like that, we are not going in.
yeah, I agree, but I need a rest now.
You and me both.
Alright, so I say we go back up to the, at least to an area not near the house, any buildings, like over here.
Or, since we've cleared out this building, we could use it.
The slightest mishap, and you guys want to rest?
Rest.
I'm at currently 6 hit points. She's gonna have to use spells, so we're gonna have to use healing potions.
I was at 2 with 2 levels of exhaustion for most of that other dungeon. And you guys wanted to keep going. I mean, we can rest, that's fine, but I'm remembering.
What time of day is it?
Like, not even noon.
No, I
What's
thought
just
we
a
had.
short rest to heal you up?
Yeah, we can do a short rest, but
All right. Well, you guys will start your short rest, and that is where we will call it for this week.